Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I get that perfect Valentine's Day look. I'm going to start off with the hair, which I don't usually do, but I'm going to do a hair look today because rollers are my thing, and you want big voluminous hair on Valentine's Day, then this will be for you. I'm going to do today's products using the Bardou. One thing that I really love about these when I opened it is they're black. That's the one main thing that I love about them. Lovely packaging, and I'm going to show you how I use these products. So I'm going to start off with the hairspray. So I'm just going to give it a quick shake. It's going to go all over, kind of like the ends of my hair. This smells so good too. And that's just going to give it a little bit of texture so that when I do start curling it and put it in rollers, it's going to really hold. I'm just going to brush out what I just did with the hairspray so it's not knotty. You know what, my hair's quite long, so I'm going to actually go back a bit. So the other thing that I have with me is the hair clips, like the pins, that I'm going to pin the rollers in with. So you get 20 rollers with this, which I think will be enough. Anyone that has like a regular length amount of hair, you'll be fine, but mine's extra long, so that's what we're going with. You want to do the front first, so I'm going to take like a square at the front, not too thick. So I've got this amount at the moment, just at the front of my hair. I'm going to take these rollers. This is quite a big barrel. This is THX, Total Hair Experts. It doesn't say the name exactly on it, but that's what it looks like. I'm going to go behind, wrap the hair around, and I've got the wand pretty much touching my head right now, but not obviously so I'm sitting here burning, but I mean, enough. I'm just going to hold it there, and you will see steam, so you know it's working, but the thinner the hairs that you do, the less time you'll need to hold it. So if you pick up a thick bit, it will take a lot longer to do. So that's done, and as you can see, I haven't let it fall. I'm just going to hold it there whilst it is cooling down. As it cools down, it will set in that place. So if you were to let go of it, it might set loosely. I'm going to take one of the rollers. I'm just going to pop it behind the roller, midway. As you can see, behind it's fallen down. I'm just going to wrap it around the roller like that, and then pull the roller down towards my head as tight as I can, and then I take a pin and you clip it in between the roller and your hair. Voila, there's the first one. And then I'm going to do another one behind, and then I'll start doing the sides. So I'll do the one behind, which is also going to be another square bit. This is just how I do my rollers. I'm not a professional. I'm not great at hair. I'm only good at doing my own, and everyone does their hair differently. So wrap the hair around. So there is the top two ones done. I'm now going to move on to the sides. So I like to separate it in half. I like to start with the front and make my way back. I'm going to take a square from the front, leaving a section underneath to fit one more roller in. This is going under, and it's going to wrap round. For those of you that are wondering what I've actually done to my hair, all I've done is washed it with like regular shampoo, nothing special, and I've just left it to dry. I haven't blow dried it. It's completely up to you how you want your hair to dry. So as you can see, that curl is there. You've just got to wrap it into the roller. Roll it up as tight as you can. So this is all the rollers in. I haven't actually used all of them. I've got quite a few left in there. As you can see, there's a bag as well that you can put them all in after. To finish it off, I'm just going to get the finishing mist hairspray, and I'm going to spray that all over. You only want a little bit, otherwise it can weigh down your hair, so just a little bit will be enough. And you can also tuck in the little stray bits that are poking out. I'm going to leave this in now. I'm going to go for an hour, come back and start doing my makeup. That is going to go with this. My hair's been like this for about an hour now, and now I'm going to do my makeup look. I want it to be quite girly, so quite a bit of pink. Quite a nude lip, quite flirty like. If you're going out with your girlfriends, if you're going out with your partners, if you're going on a date, if you're actually going on a date for the first time, not just because of who you're with, but you mainly want to do it for yourself. So just looking good for yourself. So I'm going to start off with the face. I've already moisturised my skin using the Bardou Skin of Age moisturiser, and I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix foundation mixed in with some Match Perfection in bronze, and I'm going to use the Iconic brush. You want to stay pretty fresh faced and not dry. You want to keep moisturised, hydrated. So I'm going to cover up my little dark bags under my eyes with some LA Girl Pro Conceal in the orange corrector. I'm just going to dab it there. The primer I'm going to use is the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. That's just going in these little pore areas here. And then foundation I'm going to do now. Now, no matter what you're wearing, make sure that whatever is out, whether it's your ears, your neck, your chest, make sure it's all covered with foundation. The last thing you want is to meet someone, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and them to look at you, or someone you're on a first date. That's the one thing you don't want them to notice, is if you've got, well, a different coloured face to your neck or your ears, or, well, your hands don't matter. Just don't bring your hands up to your face. Depends how dark you want to be, or if you're going to be tanned or not. It doesn't even need to be foundation that you're putting everywhere. You can always just bronze them areas with just the powder bronzer. And for people that know what I'm like with my makeup, I like to be that little bit darker. I like to have a tan, and if anything, it's usually occasions where I'm going all out with makeup, where I'll start making myself a bit dark. Now, doing this does look scary at first, but it does all blend out. That was the Iconic Pigment Stick in 3.2. So now that we've got the under eye on, I'm now going to set all of this. So the powder that I want to use is the matte marker powder. This one is in ivory, that's going under, well, classic ivory, that's going under my eye. Forehead, chin, all the pore areas. And now I'm going to bronze my skin using the, ooh, what one shall I use? The NYX Contour Palette. And now some blush. I'm going to use the Frat Boy, the Balm Blush. And I'm going to be back in a moment with both my eyebrows done. So I'm back. This is what we've got. Obviously my brows are on. I went for a soap kind of brow, but a bit more defined than usual. Not too fluffy. And I've gone for pink. And I love it. It's really pink. And it looks good with khaki as well. I'm going to show you how I did it. So I need to set the base that I've got on now. Free Spirit from the Tartelette palette at the top, and that's just going to set the entire base so that it's easy to blend the products out. And then I'm going straight in with the Morphe 12P palette, and I'm taking that bright pink right here, and that's going to go, honestly, like dab a tiny bit. It's going to go through the crease. A lot does come off, and you don't want it to be too bold, so just lightly build it up, drag it outwards, and then just underneath as well to fill in the corners. And then I went back into the Tartelette palette and I took Caregiver, which is just underneath the creamy colour. This is more of a pinky colour, like a light pink, and that's going just on top to help diffuse the edges and blend it out a bit more, just to soften the look a bit. I then went into the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking Burnt Orange, and that's only a small amount going at the top of the brow just to warm it up. I'm then going in with red, is it red ochre? Did I use red ochre? Yeah, I think it was red ochre I went into, and that's going, yeah, on the outside and straight into the crease, building it up, making more of a deeper tone so it's not all one colour. Venetian red, adding some of that in there too, building up some more red ochre. And then you want to go back into the fluffy brush and just blend that all together. And now I'm going to cut the crease. So I'm just using some Pro Longwear concealer that's left on the back of my hand. And I'll be going straight into, I won't be setting it, I'll be going straight into the pressed glitters, which I know a lot of people are doing at the moment. This is called Barbie, and I got this from a girl on Instagram called Makeup by Alice. I'll link her down below. This is the colour Barbie. It's very light pink, Barbie light. So I keep looking back and then straight forward so that I can see where I'm putting it on. And then the same brush, I'm going in with the Barbie colour. Now I find that this actually works better on brushes than it does with fingers. And I'm just whacking it on. It is really pigmented, which I love. And I'm just covering it all up that I've just done. And then I'm taking this colour, which is from the same girl. This is Candy Floss, which is a bit more of a reddy pink. And I'm just taking a tiny bit of that, and that's going at the edges, just as it's about to go into the red. Just adding some of that in there. Straight into some liner now. This is the Rimmel Glam Eyes. I'm only going to do a line, I'm not going to do a flick. That's personal preference, up to you. If you want to do a flick, feel free to wing it. Right, so this is Peaches and Cream Pigment in Prin, which is a really white, frosty colour. And that's going right in the corner of my eyes. And a tiny bit underneath as well. And then for lashes, I have, this is the Eyeliner Exaggerate number 140. That's what it looks like. Just going to put a bit of mascara on. This is the Falsies Push Up Drama by Maybelline. And whilst this is still drying, I'm going to take this is Crescent Moon Highlighter by Topshop. I'm just going to use it to go on my brow bone. There we go, and whilst they are starting to dry, I'm going to take the little bit that I cut off. I'm going to use that, so I'm going to glue that as well, just to add a little bit more definition in the eyes. They're still drying, I'm going to do my lower lashes. And then some nude liner. This is the Rimmel Scandleyez, which will open your eyes up. And I'm going to take the tiniest amount of the pink from the Morphe palette, and that's going to go just on the outside and by the lash line. And now it's time for the lips. Rimmel Last in London Tiramisu. And then I'm going to go into Charlotte Tilbury Kim K, which is just my favourite at the moment. And then I'm going to go in with some gloss because I love gloss. This is NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. And then some highlight to finish it off. I'm going into the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm going to take, not my usual, I'm going to take Moonstone, which is more of a pinkier, peachy highlight. I'm going to be using the All Day Spray by Contour Cosme. Oh, that looks good with my eyes. Damn, girl. So yeah, give it a shake. Hold it about this distance away. So now my hair's been in for a while now. As you know, I've done my makeup. I've left it for a couple of hours. Now it's time to take it out. And I'm going to show you how I start to take it out. So I start from the bottom. Now you take the clip out first. Then you just start to unroll it outwards. Unroll, and then you just give it a little twiddle with, and you just carry on. Make sure that the underneath bit is not connected to your top roller, otherwise it will start pulling out your hair. And then for the final one, which is usually the best one, give it a twirl. Here is all of your hair. Let me just go back a bit. You can either back comb it, which I do back comb, but what I'm going to do is tip my head upside down, spray it a little bit. I'm not going to go too crazy, just give it just a little bounce. Like so. And this is where you decide where you want it. You just give it a little push up. I'll just lift up a bit back comb a bit, spray it, hold it there just whilst it dries, and then let go of it so it goes down. If you just run your fingers through it, you can decide, say if you give it a little like that, it will start to move about. So I like my hair pretty much like this on this side. Usually I will grab my hair, pull it back and go like that, kind of go forward and back. And then with curled hair, I like to put this bit back and then put a bit behind my ear. And it's up to you if you want to back comb it or whatnot. So you can back comb these bits to the more voluminous. Say if you just give them a quick spray and just go up like that. So this is the hair finished. Hope you can see it against this khaki colour. But yeah, you've got the hair behind you that's curly as well. So as you can see, we curly at the back, curly at the front, bit of both. The nicest bit is usually the curl that you have at the front of your hair. This one here. I hope you enjoyed this Valentine's inspired look, and I hope you have a lovely Valentine. Whatever you're doing, have fun. I will see you in my next video. Bye.